Even Money Marketing presents The King's Court.
We are live with jockey Jose Ortiz. Jose, thank you so much for being with us here on this special edition of the King's Court interview. I know we've all got some time on our hands, so thanks for being with us today, man.
Thank you for having me here.
Of course, man. So we everybody follows the Ortiz brothers, and everybody knows that you guys have been a force to be reckoned with in America. Which one of you guys came here first? Did one follow the other?
My brother is older than me, 1 year older, so he started riding a year before me, so he came to the States earlier.
You know, it's funny, whenever I'm handicapping a race, I don't know, it may be right or wrong, but I view Jose Ortiz as having a little bit of an edge whenever you're on a speed horse or a horse with a little bit more speed. And Irad seems to have that nasty left coming home. Is that right? Do you think that one of you is a little bit better at something else? Or?
Most of the time depends on the horse, but I have done pretty good with speed horses.
Yeah.
And Ira is just a monster, on the turf. I think he's the best rider on the turf in America right now for the last couple of years. And he got a strong left-handed. He does.
Yeah.
He's way more aggressive than I am. I would say I'm a little bit more finesse.
Yeah.
Like have a little bit more finesse on top of the horse. Probably don't look as aggressive as he looks, but I know.
Where do you think you picked that up? Is that something that you learned in school? I know you guys both went to jockey school, right?
Yeah, we both did, but I just come out naturally. I like to keep a good rhythm with the horse, and I think he helped the horse a lot if you get into rhythm with them.
Speaking of rhythm, I don't know if a lot of people in our audience listen to Spanish music, but it's everybody's dream to be in a rap song. I don't know if people know who Mickey Woods is, but you're in a rap song by him that you and your brother are. Are you guys, do you know him? Did you know him growing up, or is he just appreciate who you are?
Yeah, no, he knows us, but his his label, Gold Latin Music.
Yeah.
His stepson also is a rider in Puerto Rico, so we know each other well. And Mickey knows a lot about horse racing. He always goes to the track, and when he's in Miami, he always show up at Gulfstream and stuff like that. But he know who we are, and we have hang out together for a while.
Yeah.
We know each other pretty good. But yeah, it's kind of cool,
Yeah, that was so cool. And switching gears over to racing and kind of understanding more about that. So people like Wayne Lucas, people think he's really hard to ride for, right? Steve Asmussen is like a really passionate guy, and there's some pressure that comes with riding for an outfit like that. Whenever you first came here, or even still now, was there somebody that you're like, man, I got a lot of pressure when I get on a horse for that? Or was there somebody that intimidated you to ride for?
Not intimidate, but when you got a name like that on the line and you starting up, like you're going up the scale or the stairs, you get to that level to ride for them. Of course, you're gonna have a little bit of pressure. Like I started in New York, so I ride more for Chad or Todd, Big Nick Sharon, but Bill Maher, Christoph Clement, and of course the first couple of times is you got a little bit of pressure because they are all Hall of Famer or future Hall of Famers, and is you kind of feel the pressure. But I win my first grade one for Lucas in 2013, I believe, with Strong Mandate, and kind of cool. Steve is a great guy to ride for, but we're gonna let Ricardo worry about that. I think he's a great horseman, Hall of Famer, and what he has done in the industry is amazing. Great horseman. I would love to ride for him more, but he likes to have his own guy, and that's Ricardo. So I respect that a lot.
Yeah, 100%. Me too. And from that, Is there anybody that has kind of maybe started off with a ton of pressure and now you just love it? Like whenever you see your name in the program, you get named on a certain trainer. Is there anybody that just kind of lets you do your thing and let you be Jose Ortiz?
Yeah, I think I mean a lot of them do. Uh, but always come with a pressure now when you ride for shot a little bit.
Yeah.
He has a ton of horses, and bad ride can cost you a few more, But that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
You gotta. I mean, it's business. He got his own business with the owners, and that's what he works for. The trainer works so hard in the mornings for then in the afternoon. In a minute and a half, everything can get screwed. By the rider or something that happened in the race. That's why you gotta study and do your homework and try to do the best you can. I mean, you can win it. This business, you can win them all. If you win a 20% rate, you are great. You're gonna try to win as much as you can.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that, you mentioned it, stuff happens in races, right? I mean, that's racing. Things happen all the time. And I know that, some of the colonies that you ride in are tough. Like you're riding with the best of the best all of the time. And I've always been curious, so let's say that you're in a race with all of the best riders and you're loaded on the rail. So you've got a ton of horse. Who is the hardest person on you to ride against? Like who's not letting you out? Who's keeping you down there and not letting you out?
A lot of guys that are aggressive, especially in our colony. Not only New York, I think Gulf Stream, Kentucky guys. I mean, they know what they're doing. I mean, I wouldn't like to just pick one because there's a lot of them that everybody's competitive and if they can get you, they're gonna get you. It's just how it goes.
Yeah, I love it. Being so close to the sport and watching it all of the time. You speak to that competitive nature, and I can't imagine you and your brother how competitive you guys are inside and at home and also at the track. These people get these conspiracies, right? They're like, oh, this guy's in cahoots with this guy, and Irad helped Jose, or Jose helped Irad. And I think that it's good to hear about that competitive nature, just because you want to beat Irad every time you're in the stretch with him, right? I mean, every time you want to beat him.
Every time I step in the track, I wanna beat him. I want to be as well everybody else. But we are brothers and we have been competitive our whole life. And man, Ida is very, very competitive.
Yeah.
So I am. I want to go out there and win. And if I could take some business away from him, I will. I mean, I know somebody tell me to ride a horse that I run second last time. Or I don't want to tell him not to. I mean, I have to do it. It's just the way it goes. And yeah, it's just the way it goes. It's going to happen back and forward. You're going to have some of mine, going to have some of him. People is crazy. They talk a lot, but we are very, very competitive and we don't want to get beat by each other. So.
Yeah, I can see that, man. And you've probably been like that since you were kids. And I know me and my family, I want to beat them more than
yeah.
else. But
it make it better.
So speaking of kids, what advice would you give somebody that was a young person that wanted to be a jockey? What would you tell them to do, and what would you tell them not to do?
Well, first of all, you gotta be 100% committed to step up and say, I want to be in a jockey, because it's not an easy job. It's very hard, but it can be done. We are all here, and you just gotta work hard and have a great work ethic, and you're gonna be okay. And what not to do is just don't be disrespectful. Just be humble and be respectful to everyone around you, and everybody gonna try to help you, and they're gonna love you.
Yeah, you're coming back from an injury, and you had an incident in a post parade that knocked you out for a little bit of time. What was that like? How did you stay fit? How did you rebound? Walk me through that, getting back to the races. That has to be hard.
Well, the first month I was in Miami working with my personal trainer down there and doing my physical therapy. Then I tried to come back to riding, but it was kind of I felt like it was bothering me a bit. So I decided to take a break because the COVID-19 was, everybody was canceling. And for a minute, I thought golfing was going to close up too.
Yeah.
So I just decided to stop riding and give my race a break and some more time to heal up. And then I went to Ocala with my wife and kids, and then I've been getting on horses there for my brothers-in-law since. So I've been getting galloping and breezing horses every day.
That's awesome. Is that how is what does more for your fitness? Does actually riding do more for your fit? You see guys that run on the track and do all kinds of weights and stuff. Is it a combo or is it just doing your craft? Is that good enough?
I think everything's different, but I think, in my opinion, you can run 5 miles every day, and if you're not riding, at least the first couple of rides gonna knock the wind out of you, because it's just different. You can be fit for some stuff, and that doesn't mean you're fit to do all this stuff.
Any insight on Maxfield? I know that he's looking to come back into the Mount win, and you've got the mount on Maxfield, right? So he was my Kentucky Derby pick last year after his win at Keeneland. Man, that was big. Are you excited? What are you expecting from him?
Nah, that's the reason I came up here early. I'm gonna go to Keeneland and work him. I think Friday or Saturday, and just fill him out. I think he's a really nice horse, and we are looking forward for the Matt win. Hopefully, he come back in good order, and we keep moving forward. I think he was short of time for the Kentucky Derby, but now we have plenty time. So I think it's good enough.
Yeah.
To compete with those horses, but of course, for sure, these other horses are a step ahead of him because they have been running and they don't have setbacks like he does.
Hey man, you can't help but smile when you're talking about him, so that's a good thing, right? I'm not gonna ask you the cliche, who's your favorite or any of that stuff, but you've been riding a lot of horses for a long time, and I know that you also have your own horses in Ocala, and you seem to be a horseman first. And so I'm curious, if you had to give me a top three of your favorite rides. It could be a claimer, it could be a Grade 1 winner. Who are the first top three horses that come to your mind that you've ever been around?
Well, one of my most impressive rides was in Saratoga. It was an allowance. I rode a filly for sure. I was locked up until the 16, and then we got the room, and she just went by. Passing out. That's the name of the filly. Passing out.
But who's your most consistent horse that you think you rode?
I rode L8. She was very consistent. Yeah. I rode Oscar Performance. It was very consistent too. Good Magic was pretty good for a period of time.
Well, thanks so much. I really appreciate your time, and I wish you the absolute best of luck in Kentucky. I know that it's gonna be an awesome colony and awesome meet. So
it's gonna be tough. Yeah,
it's gonna be tough, but you're a good rider. You're one of the best. So
I'll be good.
And good luck at Maxfield as well, man.
Thank you, Sean.